honey bunnies, welcome back. It's me, Jenny. How is everyone doing today? Okay, babies, we're going to be making some fun project today. I'm super excited about this project. So we're going to be making some biohazardous pretzel snacks, okay? I know it sounds very hazardous, but it's not. So I made these really fun little square biohazardous embellishments to attach to a little mini pretzel Halloween baggie that I have here. So I came across these little bags at Walmart. I was so excited when I saw these. These are Halloween pretzels that are individually wrapped, and they come in these like really tiny little packs of baggies like this. So much fun. I know. I love anything that's like Halloween and any little snacks. I love them. So when I saw these, I was so excited, and I'm like, oh my god, these will be perfect for Halloween, especially for like a Halloween party, or if you're giving these to your coworkers as a little like a treat bag. These are super adorable and super cute. So I came up with the idea of making like a small little tiny embellishment to put in front of the little baggies, and I came up with something like this. So what we're going to be creating are going to be these little square biohazardous little embellishments that's going to go in front of the little bags. I love this idea. I love it, okay? So let me show you how I created these little embellishments. So the paper that I'm using, let's talk about the paper first, right? Because you're gonna probably ask me what paper I'm using for this project. So the paper that I'm using is from the paper pad called Hocus Pocus from Michaels. This was from last year. So I love the little stripy paper pad because it kind of gives me like that illusion of like that biohazardous sign. So I'm using this paper for the sign, okay? And what I also did was, in the paper pad, you also get this little paper pad with these little tiny like kind of like skeleton looking shapes. I decided to cut these little skeletons out and make like fuzzy cut them so I can make them part of the embellishment. So if you can see here, this little cutout is from this paper that I got here. So all I did was I basically just cut out a little tiny square, and I just basically adhered it to the front of my little biohazardous sign, right? Very simple, but I thought it kind of like fit perfect and it like matched, right? So okay, so let's do this together. Now, a few things before we get started here. I have here some of these squares that I already cut out in advance, so I can save some time, okay? So we're gonna cut out 2 more. Okay, so here's the square, and then this is the paper. So the biohazardous little sign that I use, fortunately I am able to get these because I work in a medical office, and we were throwing these little what are they called? They're called like little specimen bags. We were throwing them out because we don't use these anymore. And like a bell, like a you know, light bulb came in my head, and I'm like, wait a second, let me not throw these out. Let me get a few of these and see if I can maybe create something from something that's, you know, Halloween inspired. And so I was able to get a few of these little biohazardous specimen bags, and I just cut out the little biohazardous sign on it. However, I know that it's going to be hard for you to find because obviously not everybody works in the medical field, or you know, sometimes this is not available to your reach. So you can always use these stickers that Michaels have. These are basically like potion bottle stickers. You can use these. You can use any kind of stickers that kind of resemble these biohazardous kind of ideas, and you can incorporate them in this project, okay? So I just you know, because it's so easy for me to get this, I just kind of used it. And I just hate wasting and throwing away things. You guys know me, I love to make use out of stuff. So if it needs to be thrown away and if I can maybe recycle it somehow, I will do that. So basically what I did here is I cut it in little squares, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically attach my little biohazard sign to my paper, okay? So I basically measured it and I just wanted it to be a nice little border around my paper. And I'm just going to cut this out with my scissors. Okay, and like you see, as you can see here, I am just basically eyeballing this whole thing, okay? I'm not using any measurements, as you can see. You guys know me, I am not very good with measurements, okay? So I don't like using them. Okay, so I'm going to create 3 little signs with you. So I have 3 little squares here. Actually, let me make one more. And again, if you can't find the little labels that are like the bottle poison labels, then just use regular stickers, guys. Don't go crazy, okay? All right, so here I have my 3 little signs. And here I have my little biohazardous label, okay? So the first thing I did was basically very simple. I used my mini stapler and I just added 4 staples on each corner of my little biohazardous sign, okay? Let me put you a little bit closer to me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add my little mini stapler and I'm just going to do a staple on each corner. I can't use, I mean, you could, I guess you could use tape if you want, but because this little biohazardous is kind of see-through, you will probably see like the glue or the tape behind it, so I decided to use my stapler, okay? So let's put this one together. Okay, and then let's put this one together. Okay, so now I want to cut this one because I think this is a little bit too big. So let me just trim this just a tab. Just gonna trim it a little bit. I feel like it just might be a little too big for my taste. Okay, better. Okay, perfect. So now that we have our little labels right here, the next thing we're gonna do, this is literally like a 5-minute project, by the way. I have my little biohazardous little skeleton sign right here, and that's the one I'm going to put right in the center of my label. I need to get 2 more for these. So what I did was I basically just came in here, okay, and I just cut out the little biohazardous or the skeleton, okay, and then I went back and I just cut it out into little squares, okay, little tiny square, and that's the one that's gonna go right in front of that label. Let's do the same thing with this one. Okay, that's gonna go there. So what we're gonna do next is simple. We're going to add a double-sided dimension on the back of the little sign, and we're basically done. I'm telling you, 5-minute project. I just love it though. It's a cute project because even though you want to gift this to your coworkers or maybe your family, or maybe you're having like a Halloween party and you want to add this in the center of the table, on the little corner of the table so you know your guests can grab it. Adding a little fun little label like this to in front of the pretzel, it just makes it more fun and more Halloween inspired, right? Than just basically laying it down on the corner of the table, which by the way, it wouldn't be such a bad idea because look how cute the front of the little bag is. It's already Halloween inspired, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to just put this in a little corner. But you know how I am, I like to always add little extra touches to my project, so I just kind of felt that with this little label it just gives it more of a nicer look. Okay, so I'm going to add the little tiny skeleton in front of the label that we just created, just right in the center of it. Okay, and that's basically all you're gonna do, and that's what's gonna, oh, this one too, sorry. Okay, right in the center. And you're gonna get these really fun, see? These little really fun labels that you can add to your pretzel. Or any candy that you have. It doesn't have to be pretzel, it could be anything really. But I just happened to buy those pretzels because I just fell in love with them. Okay? And the only thing that I did basically to put it together was I stapled the little label in front of the little baggie. Okay, right in the top corner. I added a nice little staple. Okay, see that? And that's gonna keep the little labels together with the pretzel. How cute! I love it. I think this is so cute. Oh my gosh, I literally loved this idea. And as you can see, it does not take that long to actually create. It's literally, I mean you can like create a whole bunch of these in like 5 minutes. I'm not even kidding you. Okay, I got more here to put. See that? And I have one more. I try to put washi tape on this at first. I use these washi tapes on the little label at first, but it was kind of peeling off and it wasn't staying on the little baggie, so I just went back and I used a stapler, and that works much better. Okay, and that's basically it, guys. That's what you're gonna get. So that's how I created these little fun labels. Okay, and that's what I wanted to show you guys. I thought it was such a fun idea. So simple, right? So simple to create, but I think it makes like your pretzels look more like Halloween inspired and just fun looking. And I think that it will look beautiful on top of a little corner, or if you're doing like a Halloween party, it would be adorable to give like little party favorites, right? I just thought it was fun. So I hope that you guys enjoy watching me make these adorable, super fun, biohazardous little labels. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for returning. And thank you so much for my new scrubbies. I love you all and have a fantastic, awesome, safe weekend. Bye, honeys.